Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Navy's proven to be a resilient team that surprised a lot of people this year. Can the surprise continue, or will things change now that they have everyone's attention? Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
The Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, home of the Navy Midshipmen, will play host for this matchup. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Runs it left for a decent gain. Nash picks up about 7 yards on the run.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. And he's tackled after positive yardage. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
He got by a couple of defenders and made it to the sticks for the first down.
Fires out to his wideout, and they make the stop at the 47-yard line.
What we're seeing right now is just a great connection between the quarterback and his receivers. They make these plays look effortless.
From their own 47-yard line, first down. Run play, and he'll lose yards. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Second down and 11. Ball on the 46. He flings it. Quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Find his receiver, and that's a first down. Good tackle there in space.
Oh, this is a great job by this young man to get the ball out of his hands. He was facing an all-out blitz and didn't panic at all. It's a nice pass and a new set of downs to show for it.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Throws middle of the tight end. They'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play. First down.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Check. Lion. Set up.
Quick release, tight end, incomplete.
There was just no way anybody could catch up with that pass.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 18-yard line, 2nd down.
Watch number 86. Watch that. Down. That's blue going 2. Blue line 2. 53.
Trying to get it to the tight end, but it falls to the ground.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
So it's 4th down. They'll line it up for the field goal. It's up, and it splits the uprights.
A quick update now. Here's Reese. The Falcons entered the day ranked 4th. That is now in the past tense. How far will they fall? And for UCLA, their season starts with a win.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Nice run there. Nash comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
From their own 30-yard line, it's 2nd down. Complete. He's got room. Tackle made around the 42-yard line.
First down.
Check three. Set. Cut.
And he throws it away.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Check three.
From the 42-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Set.
The pressure got there, and it's intercepted. And the quarterback just can't believe it. He really wishes he could have that one back.
And no one is going to care how bad he wants that one back.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. Nash picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Folks, that's the end of quarter number 1, and we got a pretty good ball game on our hands so far. Navy's up by 4. Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter. Looking for his man, incomplete.
I like the scheme the defensive coordinator came up with here. They were all over the place on that play and left the quarterback nowhere to throw it.
From their own 28-yard line. Third down. Quickly to the tight end, incomplete. Dixon was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it fourth down.
The incompletion will force the fourth down and a punt.
And the defense made a big stop on fourth down the last time this offense was out there.
And this offense comes out on the field again after being stopped on downs the last time out. And not only does that affect them in a negative way, but you know what it does is it gives this defense that they're facing a ton of confidence and a lot of momentum as they come back out on the field.
He's going to go for the home run. No, incomplete.
Boy, the defense is very fortunate that the tight end was not able to make that catch. The last thing you want to see as a safety or a linebacker is a big, strong, athletic tight end with a catch with a lot of steam build up. Nobody wants to have to make that tackle.
From their own 40-yard line. Second down. Throws it out, and it falls incomplete. Fires out to his receiver, and down he goes around the 48-yard line. The offense didn't appear to be in sync on that series. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just one or two plays. Boston College holds a field goal lead. He heaves it to the end zone.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From the 21-yard line, second down.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
He's going to try and scramble. He guns it right side. End zone, touchdown. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry.
First and 10.
From their own 43-yard line, it's first down. Boston College is up by 3. Caught with room to work. Tackle right around the 40.
That's good for a gain of 17 yards. First down.
In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. Darts it to the right. And he stays in bounds and he hauls in a big one.
First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 15. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown.
The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
They come out in a 5-wide set. He's tackled at the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you something, I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
Boston College is up a field goal. Hit immediately. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
It's second and 7. Ball on the 38. He's hit and taken down.
First down.
Oh yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike.
Throws complete, he's hit right away.
Thompson makes the tackle at the 31-yard line. That'll bring up second and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Check, H. Brew down.
And he's shoved out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. 8-yard gain on the pass. That'll be good enough for the first down.
Man, that's another first down on this drive. They've looked really good since they came out on the field.
From the 23-yard line. First down.
Mike, number 53. Mike,
And that sets them up with a first and goal.
That's a gain of 18. That makes it first and goal.
Hey, Ruin.
And he's stopped behind the line. The Eagles use their second timeout.
Really good play here in run support by the linebacker. The big guys up front took away the running lanes, and he was able to get through for a loss.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Boston College has a 3-point lead. Fires to his tight end, nothing doing.
That makes it third and goal.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive.
Check, check. Alert Sam. Alert Sam. Sam. 53. 53. Check, check. Check, team. Check, check, check.
Puts it right in his hands. Touchdown. That's his second touchdown catch of the game.
You know, this guy is such a difficult target to cover in the passing game. It usually doesn't matter who's covering him. He always seems to find a way to get open and make a catch.
You like that? You like that?
Both sides have made their way back out, and we're just about set to get going again. Throws complete. He's got room to work. Brought down at about the 35.
Davis brings him down at the 35-yard line. That makes it first and 10.
From their own 35-yard line. First down. He's taken down around the 37-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
You're not going to be able to get by a sure tackler like this linebacker too often.
Got a man, watch out here, for the 20. And he's taken down at the 9-yard line.
That's good for the 54 yards. That makes it first and goal.
So now it's first and goal after the big pass play. Guns it in there. Touchdown. So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Makes it to the 31.
He gets another set of downs and, more importantly, opens up a whole host of play calling possibilities for the coaching staff.
From their own 31-yard line, it's first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Fires quick, tipped.
Well, you want to do everything you can to keep the ball out of the hands of these receivers, so that was a really good effort.
Second and 10. Woods comes in at quarterback.
Check, check. Alert Sam. Alert Sam.
Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. He's got an opening. Tackled outside after a nice pickup. Nash picks up about 7 yards on the run.
That makes it third and 3.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. The Eagles saw one of their top players going down earlier, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back in there. Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. First down. Brown is in at quarterback.
Let's go, let's go.
Steps out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Man left, man left.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 47. And he's tackled at the 48.
That's a good run. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 45.
Let's go, let's go. Down, Mike, that's it.
He's under some heat. Now he tries to buy some time. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
That brings us 4th and 7.
They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. Got it to his man on the screen. He's brought down in the open field. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding offense.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
First and long now after the penalty. They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. And they make the stop around the 27-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That makes it 2nd and 14.
Second down and 14. Ball on the 27. Here's a quick throw. Zings it over the middle. Touchdown. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. They'll bring him down at about the 27-yard line.
Montgomery makes the tackle at the 27-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. That's a great tackle at the 26.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 41. Here comes the pressure. Throws. Got it to the senior. Brought down with only one man to beat.
That makes it first and 10.
And the big pickup through the air has made it first and 10. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. Parker picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up second and 5.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That makes it first and goal.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
Blue 14! Blue 14!
Toss. Touchdown, Eagles.
Boy, did he look determined running the football. Nobody was going to keep him out of the end zone.
Not much of a problem getting the ball in the end zone on their last drive, as this quarterback just picked apart the defense.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And the one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 31-yard line. And down he goes around the 40-yard line.
That's a deal behind the play. Third down.
He's under pressure. Just throws this one away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense.
The defense was able to stop this offense short on 4th down last time. Let's see what they do this opportunity.
You know, the last time this offense was out on the field, they went for it on 4th down, Brad, and they came up short. I think as an offensive coordinator and a play caller, you've got to be very selective on when to go for it and when maybe to just punt the ball to change the field position.
It's second down, 8 to go. Ball on their own 38. Just under 2 minutes in the game. Tackle right around the 32-yard line. Screen pass. He's got his halfback. And now he's got room to run. Knocked out of bounds at the 47.
Gain of 21 on the play. First down.
From the 47-yard line. First down.
Check. Taxi down.
He's at the 30. Tackle made at the 23.
Gain of 24 yards. First down.
Set. Let's go. Oklahoma.
Favorite play in football of your quarterback. Take a knee. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go. And we got Mike.
He'll go down to one knee. Dennis's play today, I think, shows again why he is one of the best in the country. Sadly for him, they don't get the victory.
Boy, he puts on a huge performance and his team loses. I mean, hopefully he goes back and he talks to his teammates and tries to really help them get over this loss, because it's not about his own performance, it's about the team losing the game.
That brings this broadcast to a close. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 14.